That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello and welcome. Thanks everybody for coming over and watching the Sunday lunchtime, or Nikki's Sunday lunchtime, like I say. She'll be here in a moment. She is sorting out the wash machine, so she will be back in a few moments. Oh, here she is. She's just arrived just in time. So thank you very much for everybody coming over. Hope you're all well. Hope you're having a great day, or a great weekend, shall I say. What did you run? You sound a bit out of breath, love.
Yeah, I got a bit very bad.
Oh, right, okay. So today I'm going to be making a maker's mallet. I've got a piece of oak on the lathe. It was two pieces. I've glued it together that way, and I'm going to make it at one piece. I was going to make it at two pieces, but I thought I'd make it at one piece. The grain is actually going down the length, so it should be strong enough to bash the hell out of something. So it's not going to be too big, around about 4 inches in diameter, with a handle about 100mm long, or 4 inches. Just so it's a tapping stick. It's not going to be used for knocking in 4-inch nails. It's going to be for gentle tapping on wood chisels and things like that. So I'm going to start roughing this. I'm sorry. I'm going to start roughing this out. And Nick, I welcome you all in. So let's get started.
Well, we're running a bit late, so
yeah, I had someone over today, so.
Obviously my chat is updated, so Steve did say Colin from Wood Wizardry was on first, so welcome everyone to the chat. Like I say, every week, if I miss you when I get to the end, shout, "Oh, you missed me, missus," and I'll give you a shout out. So, good afternoon to Peter Cochrane, obviously Wood Wizardry by Colin, Brian Watkins, Woodturning by Barry, Lawrence, Mark Pritchard, David J. Heath, the Guildford Carpenter, Barry's Wood Creations, Brian at Heartwood Turning, Pete from Twisted Tweez, Joe's on. Hello, Joe. Hope you're well. Chris Dodds. Welcome to Terry, TJ Turning. And
Can you at least sound like you like being there?
no, I do. I've just been busy. Michael McEwen. And that's all I've got so far. Oh, wait a minute, something's happened. Let me go back. Door 60s on, Copper Owl Woodturning, Malcolm Douglas, Terry Bartlett, Tiddly 61, Paul Heighton, the Greasby Turner, Wivey Woodshed, Trevor P. Hobby Turner, Huey Lionheart
Right, Huey.
on the chat as well, Doug Millett would spin around, Brent Beecroft, Philip Clements, Nick Castle. Ooh, so, hello. Ooh. Paul Finley, Paul Finley, Woodturning at home. Dad's on.
Hi, Doug.
You got some more plates to pick up, Rich. Kitey's Shed, Rex B.
Rex, how you doing?
I think I've got everybody. If I haven't, like I said, just go. Oh, you missed me. Like I say, the chat looked like there was nothing else, and then all of a sudden it just flipped. So if I have missed anyone, I apologise. Give a shout out the bottom. And there we go. Mark Pritchard's got a question I've just seen.
Hold on.
Where can you get a 10-gallon pressure pot from in the UK?
10-gallon. I know House of Resin do the proper pressure pots. But what size they are, I don't know. I don't know what size mine is.
Not very warm in here.
Turn the heater up there. 10 gallons. That's a big pressure pot. Or do you mean 10 litres?
Oh, I'll go back and have a look. I'm just checking to make sure there's no other questions. If there is, pop them in at the bottom again. Now I've got to find it. Pete said 1 piece. Would have expected at least 5 pieces from you, Steve.
It might end up in 5 pieces yet, Pete.
He's put 10-gallon pressure pot.
That's a big pressure pot. Like I say, I know House of Resin do pressure pots.
Yeah, Mark said that. Hello, Mark. Mark's in the chat as well. Oh, I'm glad Steve's feeling better. He was last week. Oh my God. Why is it when you men get ill, you're horrible? Eric Winkler's on. Kim Dickerson.
Hi, Eric. Hi, Chris.
Kim Dickinson said, has SK dropped it yet?
Not yet. It's always time, though.
Oh, Eric said where they are. They've got a snowstorm going to him today. Where are you then, Eric? Not in this country, is he? Christine and Michael Hesseltine are on.
Hello, Christine and Michael. Hope you're both well.
Hope I've got everybody. Like I say, if I have missed anyone, just put it at the bottom. You'll be pleased to know I will be chopping carrots today. Steve, not so pleased.
So this bit of oak is about, it's been stored for about 7 or 8 years in a dry workshop. There's a couple of offcuts we used the other day for a doorstep. So they were a little bit twisted. So what I did is I put them through the thickness of planer to square them off. So we had 2 good joints. Obviously this is bandsaw marks. So we had 2 good joints to butt together to glue. I glued them together with tight bond high strength glue, but I dampened the pieces of wood off first, so that opens the grain, so the glue could soak into the grain to give us a better bond. So hopefully it's going to be hold well. My plan is to get it rough round, and then I'm going to put a tenon on this end, so we can clamp it in our jaws, and then I'm going to do another one this end, and then I'm going to put a couple of cable ties around that, just hopefully that if it does separate, it's not going to fly apart on me. That's the plan anyway. But we will be keeping an eye on the joint, and if we see the joint starting to open up, then we'll
I've
address
done
it.
something and I don't know how to get rid of it.
Well, what have you done?
The emoji bit at the bottom.
It's like having Brian error. It is operator error all the time.
This bit, look.
What have you done?
Thanks.
There I go.
Pete said, because when men get ill, it's serious ill, not just a minor 30-second hot flush. Oh, you'd have thought you was dying. Oh my God, that was absolutely awful.
No, I just want to be left
and
alone.
we left you alone, but you wouldn't go away. You just had to sit there whining.
No, I won't. Why?
And snoring. Here he said he's got sunshine where he is, but it's certainly not warm. Oh, in here it's saying it's 21. If that's 21 in here, then God. I don't know what the temperature's supposed to be here today. Glyn's on Yorkshire. Good afternoon, all strange not being an earworm, lol.
Hi Glyn, how you doing, bud? Happy birthday for yesterday, mate.
Yeah, everyone can wish Glyn a happy birthday for yesterday. Eric's in Tennessee. He said where it's not supposed to snow much, lol. 4 to 8 inches. Is that what you've got or what's expected? Terry, the lamb was spot on. The only thing was I put foil over it, cooked it for the time, and it was still a little bit red, so I took the foil off and then let it cook a bit longer, about half an hour longer, and it was spot on, weren't it, mate?
Yep.
That was the best bit of lamb we've ever had, so thank you very much. Norman Greenwell's on. I've missed him. Sorry, Norman.
Hi, Norman. Did you get your Chuck buddies, Norman? If you're the same Norman Greenwell as I sent them out to.
Mark Pritchard said a 10-gallon pressure pot, $3.99 and $7.09 delivery from USA.
Bloody hell.
Don't think so.
That's a lot of money. Do they not do a 10-gallon paint pot? Like I made mine out of a paint pot. Oops.
Yeah, it's a bit foggy and cold here, Colin. I did have the windows open, but someone had a fire.
Buggers.
So I had to shut them. I do like on a Sunday, just have them open a little bit, but no. The Wood Dude's on.
Hi, Stephen. How you doing?
Brian said, don't be so cheeky, big lad. Mark Pritchard said, be getting my wedding gear out. Benjamin's on.
Hi, Ben.
Said, what's happening, old people?
All right, we're getting there now. So we're nearly round.
Right, Malcolm Douglas said, note that 10-gallon in USA is not the same as UK gallon. It's about 80% size of UK gallon.
Yeah, because they've only got like 3.7 litres to their gallons. Right, so I need a little bit more off this end.
Yeah, Terry, it was really good. Thank you. We've got pork today, so it's quite a big bit of pork, so I'll just shove it in. And Mark said it needs to take about a 14-inch bowl in diameter.
14 inches.
That's big, isn't it?
It is a big bowl. So
John Scarborough's on.
Right, John, how you doing? Yeah, that's about 6 inches bigger than what my pressure pot is. Yeah, I don't know with that one, mate. It's a big bowl. Right, so we've just got a little bit of a flat there, which is not a problem because that's going to be the handle in this end. We've got a little bit of a flat there, so we'll just take a little bit more off of that.
So Eric said they're expecting 4 to 8 inches of snow. Philip Clements, nice and warm over here, 30 plus. Where are you, Philip? Susie Swiss Woodturners on. Missed you, sorry.
Hi, Susie, how you doing?
Glenn said we've just got the Ninja air fryer, brilliant for roasting.
That's what Karen Shaw got, isn't it?
Yeah. Said John Scarborough's on, didn't I? Colin said he's been looking at them. Glenn seem pretty good. They're so expensive though. Benjamin's got the Ninja Dual. Eric said, Steve, are you making a crochet mallet? Lol. That's big. Oh, croquet probably means, doesn't he? Not crochet.
Right, so I think we're nearly there.
Dr. Bob's on.
Hi, Dr. Bob, hope you're well.
Philip Clementson is in Australia.
Oh, how the other half live, only. Right, so that's round. So we need to get some sizes on there, what we want for a handle. I reckon the width of my hand is around about 110 mil. So I reckon 110 mil handle, just over 110 mil handle. What do I do? That pencil I just picked up. There it is. I'm going to make the head. Actually, how long is a bit of wood? 300 mil a bit of wood is. So let's find the center, 150. Because we want a tenon on the top and the bottom, don't we? To grab two.
Glenn's head on offer at the minute, £179.
So that's 130 mil for the handle. Don't matter if the handle's a little bit too long. And I reckon the head 120 mil.
What bit of wood's that? That's a nice bit of wood.
Piece of oak. So that's my handle. That's my head. So first things first, I want to get the tenons on the end so we can get a little bit of security on those. What are you doing?
I forgot to get a knife.
Knife for what?
To cut the vegetables, you Wally.
All right.
Greg Alexander's on.
Hi, Greg. Don't talk and turn. I'm going to turn down to roughly the thickness of my handle. I'm going to make the handle.
Charlie Taylor's on.
Hi, Charlie. I'm going to make my handle roughly the thickness of this shaft of this chisel, which
Paul
is
Lockwood said, why not just turn between centres?
because the issue I've got, Paul, is there's two bits of wood glued together. So there's a glue joint down there, and there's another one down there. So with the rotation, I don't think it will, but on the safety side of things, I want to make sure it's clamped together properly. So what I'll do is I'll put a tenon on this end, so I can clamp it in the jaws to stop it spraying, and I want to do another one on this end. And I'm going to put a couple of cable ties around it to make sure that on the rotation we're doing, it's not going to fly apart, and then we'll just keep an eye on the glue joint. So it's more for my safety than anything else. If it was a solid piece of wood, then yes, I would turn it between centres. But because it's 2 pieces, I want to be safe.
Brian said handle would be better at 150mm.
Oh. We've got enough there for 150mm.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just lose a little bit off the size of the head. The head might be a little bit big actually. But I've got enough to lose a bit off of there.
Right. You just have to wait a minute. Huey said crochet mallet. That must be some wool from Yorkshire, hard as nails. Pete said, Steve, that won't balance. 135mm handle, 80mm head. Get Mark to sketch it for you. Chris Charlton 1033 is on.
Hi Chris, how you doing? Thanks for coming over.
Charlie said, so many to say hello to. Got 78 watching, mate.
Oh, thanks everybody for coming over.
I don't normally mention it, but that's good. Brian said head should be around 70mm.
Right, okay, that'll be what it is then. So that's my tenon on the end there.
At least if it goes wrong, you can blame Brian.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Nick.
At least you ain't blaming Mark this time.
Yeah.
Good idea, hey.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of cable ties around there. Just in case. I'm not saying it's going to come apart, but safety is the key thing. We don't want flying bits of wood about. So I'm going to put one way and one the other way to give it double strength.
So, I've got a question for the chat. Really stupid, but, you know, don't get to speak to a lot of people, so thought I'd ask you, lovely lot. Shut up.
My heart bleeds.
Thought I'd ask you, lovely lot. So, vertical blinds. You know, the slatted ones, they come in all different colours.
Hence the word called vertical.
Anyone got any? Can you recommend them? And I ordered some samples and they were supposed to be blackout, and Steve went, it's a vertical blind, it's got things in it, it's never going to be blackout. So I'd just like, if anyone's got any, just to give me a little bit of advice as to whether they're any good. Because I really would like them in my bedrooms upstairs. So, Chris Dodd said Mike Walt can colour it for you, Steve. Oh, why does it keep doing that? The other Chris. Right, Dale Slaughter is on.
Hi, Dale.
He said, morning all, it's cold, -4 Fahrenheit in Horseheads, NY, and we have a major snowstorm coming tonight, so they got snow as well.
Lucky people. I love snow.
Yeah, Mark Pritchard's got to go because this is lunchtime.
See you later, Mark. Thanks for coming over.
Take care. You know that will be here when you get back, mate.
Say it like that.
Glyn said you got popular since having him on the show. Took you long enough to come on, though, Glyn, didn't it? Come on. Brian's now said it won't go wrong. Should have drilled a couple of dowels on it, Steve.
A couple of dowels on it? Oh, what, to hold together?
So what are you saying, Brian? Vertical blinds are a no-go? He's had vertical blinds in the 80s. Wait a minute, which way is vertical? Which one got me confused?
Yeah, you want vertical and go upright. Down to up.
Vertical, yeah.
I can't get that out.
So I was getting a bit confused. Mark put, what was that, Nikki, about blackout curtains? Vertical blinds, they're supposed to be blackout. Steve said they can't be blackout because they've got gaps in them.
Well, so how can you get a blackout item what's got gaps in them? It's impossible.
Right, Chris Charlton said he finds them more trouble than they're worth.
Dust collectors.
Steve's right. Vertical blinds won't black out. We have them in our conservatory and they're fine, Nikki. TC Woodworks on. I'm late again. My apologies. What are we making? He's making a maker's mallet.
Right.
Go, TC.
So now I know that is not going to fly apart. Hopefully, he says.
Please don't say that.
Well, you know. Right, so we're going to change plan now. 150mm handle.
I hope you're measuring it properly.
150mm handle, and that will leave us and then what we say, 75mm head.
No, you said 70.
I'm going 80. I'm going 80 mil head.
Oh,
So
you dissed Brian.
so we want that one there and that one there. Right, so forget that one. Forget that one. So we'll just put some lines in there to give some definition.
So Casey's jabs are good because I've just had an email to say that she's positive for antibodies.
That's good. And that's our handle.
I ain't had yours yet though.
So I'm just going to remove some of this for the handle. Just going to use a rough and gouge to remove that.
I don't know, Pete. I'm confused.
What are you confused
Well,
about?
I've got no. Just talking about blinds. I've got a Roman blind at the minute, and I do really like it, but it needs replacing. So I don't really want a roller blind. Steve, you can have the 12 inches. Plus, we're going to get. Chris Charlton said he made one of these and finds it very useful.
What was that last comment? Not the one before?
Steve, you can have the 12 inches plus. We are going to get. I don't know what it means. Chris Charlton said he made his from olive ash.
Snow, I think he's on about, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Charlie Taylor said use the skew a lot faster.
Nah. About enjoying the experience, not about speed. That's what he told me anyway. Camera in focus, yeah? Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
I've just refreshed the page. Now I've lost everything. Wait a sec. Amy's on.
Hi, Amy. It's a hard bit of wood.
Pete said bricks made good blackout curtains for bedrooms.
And eyelids. Eyelids make good blackout blinds.
What?
Eyelids.
Oh.
When you shut them.
Terry said the only trouble with that, Pete, is Steve will never build it. Brian said picture's good. Huey said picture quality is good. So, no.
Good, good. Right, I'm just going to sharpen this gouge because being hard oak, I took the edge off of that, so I'm just going to sharpen this. I'll just get the shovel and dig myself out the shavings. So, just quickly sharpen this up.
What was I going to say? Obviously nothing important. So I forgot. If you've got any questions, like we say, just put Q at the bottom and then I'll read him out to the old boy.
That's to the old.
So I'm just deleting my 100 emails that I've got that are all pretty rubbish, to be fair.
That's better. Right.
before, we ain't got curtains. We've got just a Roman blind. I just wanted to replace it, really. They're so hard to get hold of, but I think that might be the way to go. Just get another one of them. Probably have to have it specially made. That's the only thing. Ah, Steve. KFC got their fillet things back.
Didn't know we was.
No, we're not having KFC. We're having pork.
I say you got pork. It's a hard bit there. Must be a knot in there.
Amy said it looks like it's rough, splintery wood.
Very rough.
Roy's the boys on?
Hi, Roy. Here's a
He's the
hard
honey
bit.
man, isn't he? The bee man.
Where's he been? No?
The bee.
Yeah, look, knot in there. I knew there was a knot in there. How hard it is.
Untie them.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right, I'll try a spindle go.
That's why he's got a knot in his logo. So the sink has finally been picked up. So I'm not going to keep knocking that over and worry that I'm going to damage it. So that's good. Gentleman was very happy with it, weren't he?
Yep. He was. I might have a few more to do. Which is even
Paul
better.
said, why not some decent thick curtains? It's a bit hard, isn't it, Steve, with curtain rails in our house because of it's an old ex-council house, so what are they? Something to do with the lintels, isn't it?
They've got concrete lintels in them, so they're not. You don't really get a good fixing on them.
Oh, I was just going to say, Terry put lots of crackling, Nicky, and I thought he meant with the mic to start with, but obviously he meant with the pork. I don't think there'll be any because it's loin. Ben said, I just close my eyes when I want to black out. Roy's the boy said, yes, I have the bees. So, right, it's a bit of a silly question, Roy, but where do you keep them? Do you know what I mean? Where?
In his living room.
Have you got a field, or do you have a thing in your back garden, or I don't know. Have you been to Roy's?
No. Oh.
Martin Askew's on. He said, take a look at blinds to go. Good price and blackout does work. Thank you. Roy's the boy said, what are you making today? He's making a maker's mallet. Pete said, I find Doombar causes good blackouts. Norman Greenwell said, Chuck Buddies are up and running.
Oh, good. Glad you got it,
mate. Glyn said, wall bolt is the way forward. Don't know what that means.
Raw bolts?
Wall, I don't know.
I think it means for your blinds.
All right.
Or your curtains.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit hard as well because where the wardrobes are, isn't it? They're really close to the window. So you don't have a lot. Unless you just have one curtain. You wouldn't be able to.
Just cut the cable tile. I want to shape the handle, then get on with the head, but...
Oh, he's got some in his garden and some in the field. Brent said just paint the windows black. Huey said for curtains he used 3/4 inch pine backer boards to go past the lintel on either side and then fix curtain rails to that. You got Chloe's up, didn't you?
Yeah, but it's not.
We decided on a blind, but
That's alright if you can get either side of the window, but because of the wardrobes, you can't get
no.
past the lintel. So I'm using the 1/2 inch bowl gouge to take a lot of this down. Once we get it down, we'll then start getting a bit of shape to it. I just want to finish this little bit, and I just want to check the glue joint.
Brian said, why are you cutting uphill, Steve?
Oh, because I want to get in that tight bit there. See, there's a bloody great big knot in there. Right, so I just want to check this glue joint. Glue joint is still good. So it's still nice and tight. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Brian, but
No, Steve, don't do anything easy, mate. Wood Dude wants to know what you're going to thump it with.
well, I was going to keep it in. I've got one that I keep in the van when I'm doing woodwork when I'm cutting hinges and that in for doors. I always got a spare set of chisels in the workshop, so I thought I'd keep it in the workshop for a persuading stick when I'm using wood chisels, or even just using it to knock in my live centers on the lathe. Would be nice. Right, so yeah, it might be a bit big. Yeah, it's a bit big. Just needs to go down a little tiny bit. So I'm going to get some shape on here, and I can sort of flow that into one, because that's way too big, that is. So we'll lose some of that off of there.
Amy said it looks like a piston.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get much compression out of it.
Chris said you could just nail the curtains to the side of the wardrobe. Chris said if you have a basement, you can sleep there. No, we don't.
So let's get a little bit of shape on this head. Right, so now we'll go to the 3/8 bowl gouge, just to give this a bit
So who's on tomorrow?
Terry.
And Terry's always on. Well, if he's not off on holiday. Oh.
And Mark.
Nikki suggests Steve puts you in some farm-style concertina shutters. He'll soon find you blinds. Roy's having a lovely bottle of Spitfire.
Who?
Roy. That's alcohol, Steve. You wouldn't know.
Smooth this out a little bit. It still might be a bit. I don't know if it's too big or
Don't mention alcohol. Glyn. Ooh, beer. What a good idea. Girls are good, thanks, Amy. The oldest one had Rona from Boxing Day, until into the new year, and so unfortunately she was isolating at her boyfriend's because that's where she got it from, and we didn't get to see the new year in with her, so I was a bit gutted. But she's all right, isn't she?
Yeah.
She didn't like lose her sense, a taste or a smell or anything. It's more just headaches and I don't know what that was. Headaches and stuff. So and the other one's at work, which was, I'm actually shocked she went, aren't you, Steve? Aren't you shocked that she didn't make an excuse today because her feet hurt?
With a 10-mile hike.
Yeah. Right. Now, everybody, we couldn't do this last week. For some reason, he lost subs. I don't know how that happened. Poor old Terry. He's one sub away from 500. Please do not unsubscribe from him.
Do I need to sub to him then?
And he's also put his link in for tomorrow. I don't know if Mark was on a minute ago. I don't know if he's still on. But Mark, you need to put your link on as well for tomorrow, or unless you want me to do it. But yeah, she's all right now, Amy. Thank you for asking. Oh, Mark's done his. Well done, Mark. Thank you. Really need to get peeling these potatoes, I suppose. Woodturning by Barry's got to go and dish his dinner up. Take care, Barry. How are you getting on printing oh, sugar. I've just touched that and that's come up on my hand.
Well, it is a burn.
Right, I've got my trousers. Oh, sugar, I've ruined that now.
So I don't want that too big. I'm only going to do that around about 4 inches across. So that is way too big. So 100 ml is there. So this wants to come down quite a lot. Don't want a huge, great big head on it. Don't need to have a huge, great big head on it.
You've got enough head for everybody. I think I'll just peel them. I can't believe I forgot my knife.
Oops.
Don Scarborough's got to go. He's just been told his dinner's ready
See you
too.
later, John. Thanks for coming over.
So all these people have their dinner at dinner time. We have ours at tea time.
Oh yeah, because the kids ain't there.
Chloe ain't coming home anyway. Going out for tea.
Oh. Just a little bit more ink. So that is what we got there. 101. That's near enough for me. That's near enough. Right, so remove this.
Roy's cooking his roast dinner now. Oh. What did I knock off that shelf?
Don't you come in here trashing the place?
I don't know what fell off.
Don't do
Careful.
that, it's hard.
Oh, get off of the...
Right, so...
Right, quick question. How was your overall life been during COVID? You both have helped many by bringing us, mostly strangers, together for a much needed break in these times.
Who's that from?
Dr. Bob.
Um,
It's been a bit hard, isn't it, at times, because you was out of work.
yeah. I enjoyed being at home on lockdown.
And I had a bit of time off, and it was nice because we had nice weather. But obviously that had a knock-on effect because it takes you a while then to get back into financially, really, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a bit of a knock-on effect, but we're getting there. Still got a daughter that works from home though. So Brian put Nikki Rex the house. Pete said use your skew to cut the carrot because you don't do anything with it anyway.
But it looks good on the rack. Right, it's got that out of the way. So I just want a little bit of a chamfer on this side, so the bottom is lower than the top. Not a lot, only a little bit.
Brian said his life hadn't changed because he must be really antisocial. The hardest thing about Ben's put the hardest thing about WFH is keeping a constant supply of milk in stock for your tea. Colin said he found the self-isolating tough at times. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't remember a lot about it, to be fair. I just remember that we sort of spent time in the garden and we went out for walks regularly, didn't we? And
yep.
I was working on and off anyway, because I work in a school. So we had a care club going. So the hardest thing was not seeing my family. but with things at the minute, because we have cases in our school, I won't go and see my parents because I feel that even though they go out and about, they're obviously out. I can't risk passing it on to them because I would say that they're both in quite a vulnerable position. I know you can't put your life on hold, but I'd never forgive myself if I passed it on to them. And they had it quite serious because they didn't have it. They've had it, but not very serious. So I just sort of keep my distance from them. Amy said, and the biscuits. Amy, we wear them in the corridors, and it's down to the individual what the teachers want. If the teachers want to wear them, then they do in the classrooms. I have been, because we had a few cases in our classroom, so just to keep myself safe, really, and to keep, in case I'm a carrier, to keep the kids safe as well. So Ruby Claire's on.
Hi Ruby, how you doing?
Chris does put Ben, I'm surprised they let you out. Mark said The Hobbit is still on 499. Come on, folks, share this channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Well done, Mark. Oh, look, Steve is using the SKU.
Who is?
Brent said.
I'm not using the SKU. How dare you talk like that on this channel?
That's a swear word.
What are you doing in there?
Tidying up your mess. Don't have a go, mate.
My mess. Spotless until you went in there. Right, so let's park that down where we want it, which is going to be somewhere there.
Yeah, Chris Dodd said the only one that wore a mask was the Lone Ranger. I don't mind. When I've got the one that I wear now, it's, other than the colour's not ideal, but I just find it so comfy. Steve don't like them, but
Right, so just round this off a little tiny bit more. Not ideal when you stand on 2 inches of sawdust.
2 inches taller, mate.
I think that is the shape I want. Move some of this out of the way. It's a bit. That's better. Right, so that's the size I want. Got a little bit of a crack in there, but I'll fill that afterwards. Yeah. Bash and stick. So let's get it sanded up. So I'm going to sand this from, because it's obviously you're cutting out across the grain, not on the grain. A little bit of tear out in it. So we'll sand this off.
Oh, take your peelings going everywhere.
So let's get some extraction on. Remember, guys, always use your extraction. Slow it down a little bit.
Colin said he always wore a mask and he still caught it. That's the trouble. I don't know that. There's no proof that they're doing anything, to be fair, is there? Let's face it. I suppose there's also proof that they're not. No proof that they're not doing anything.
Mere mortals like us will never know.
Pardon?
Mere mortals like us will never know.
No. Amy said it's 22 degrees in Melbourne and it's nearly 1 a.m. lol. Bedtime then, Amy.
Oh, nearly.
Dr. Bob put Steve's Flintstone mallet. Dabba-dabba-doo. XB said, sorry, was helping the wife. Is the handle for Nikki or you, Steve? Oh, sugar.
That used to be my email address. That used to be years ago.
What?
Yabba dabba
Yabba dabba doo, yeah.
Right, what I need to do is I need to put a parting line down there.
Terry said 2 inches taller works for me, Steve.
Just so
Dr. Bob Ruby's asked if you can send her the link for the Detroit Guild. Steve Hales on, he said, found you lovely people when recovering for 3 months from COVID. Geez, that was a long time.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're feeling better, mate.
That's what Terry said. Glad you're okay, Steve. H and stuck with us. So Benjamin said, Nikki, there is certainly proof that it reduces how far the particles can spread from your mouth and nose. All right, okay. So Colin said, I think if you're a carrier, less chance of passing it on. I think that's the reason behind wearing masks. Rex said, I like the yabba dabba doo mallet. And Copper Owl says, bam, 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 bam.
So let's move that out of the way. Oops. We get that sanded back up. So what I've done is I've just done that a bit lower and then just rounded that off a little bit. So we can get actually sanded a bit further around, not so much to do then when we part it.
Douglas Mungham's on said, Steve, Nick, you know, Steve needs a pommel at the end of the handle to stop it slipping out of your hand.
I'm not going to swing it that hard.
No, but I might. I mean, that's what you meant.
So let's get up
if he keeps snoring like he does, I will. That's what I could do with. I'll have one of them. Every time he snores, and pop you on the head.
I look forward to it. So we'll take this up to 240.
Right, Amy's off to bed. Night, Amy. Take care. Hope you sleep well.
Night, Amy. Thanks for coming over.
Terry's got to go do his weekly shop.
Oh, Terry.
Rather you than me, mate. Online all the way. I do nip in now and again, but geez, can't think of anything worse. But they're lovely time to spend time with your wife.
He's been told he needs to go. It's the last one, 240 grit.
Right, I'm not pushing. How long are you going to be? Because if you're not going to be long, then I won't go get a knife. But if not, I'll go get a knife, cutting these up.
We're going to be about another half an hour, I think.
Could have put a bit of shape on the handle rather than straight. Say
Who's
Colin.
that from? No. Shape, you got to have it fit in the hand. Want it to fit in the hand. The more surface grip you got, the more secure hold you got.
You can give yourself surprise when you sneeze with the mask on. Brian's not happy.
Why?
He said he doesn't like the transition between the handle and the head. It don't look right to him.
Why? What's he want? Just a square bit on it? No, it needs a bit of... No, Brian, come on. It needs a nice bit of... No, that'd be all right. I like that because your hand butts up against it.
But at least he didn't say bottom.
Keeps your hand away from the square edge.
Right, I'm going to go just grab a knife then.
Right, so that's sand up to 240 grit. Why don't you just trash the place on your way out? It's been a hooligan, that woman. I'll just have a swig of my coffee before it goes cold. I like this. The idea I've done that bit there is so when you're holding it, if you hit a chisel there, if your hand was tight up against there and you hit a chisel there, you're going to hit your knuckle. If you hit it there, you're actually away from your hand. That was my thinking. And the one I bought on the Marvelous McKenna auction from a guy in America, that has got a slight chamfer like that as well, and for the same purpose, that your hand's not tight against the square bit, and it gives it a bit more strength, because obviously a cut joint there would be a weak point on where it pivots in, but that gives it a bit more strength there as well. So let's get some sand and sealer on there. Oh, no tissue. What's going on there? No tissue. How about a bead on the top of the handle just for decorative? Is that what you're saying? Nice little burn line just to keep you people happy? You know, you lot are fussy. I'll put a burn line in there. How's that? Just to keep you happy.
Did you answer Ruby's question?
Oh no, sorry, I haven't seen Ruby's question. What was Ruby's
Why is
question?
the tie on the end of the handle?
It's 2 pieces of wood ruby. The glue joint that goes down there and goes down there. So my thinking was do that on there, clamp it together so it stops it splitting, and the same on there that holds it together. That was my thinking. Other than that, that's the reason that's on there. But I'll put a burn line in there just to keep Brian and Huey happy.
Steve Hale said back to normal after 5 months, but he came off his push bike on Friday and broke his wrist.
Oh, Jesus.
So no turning for a while. Oh, sugar. Look at the end of that carrot.
You were, missus. Right, so we'll put a little burn line in there.
Copperhouse said the tape was nice.
That's what I thought, Rob.
Mark agrees with Brian. Needs a bead to break up the transition.
Like that, there you go.
Ben said, looks good, Steve. The only thing I would say is the top bit needs to be either straight or convex. You have slightly cone-shaped.
Yeah, the reason being is when you hit it, when you bring a hammer in, you never hit it perfectly parallel. You look at a lot of makers, a lot of mallets, especially the old style carver mallets, they're all slightly tapered like that.
Chris Charlton said needs a captive ring on it.
No, don't be stupid.
Sidley said you do it the way you like, Steve.
Oh, I will see. Don't worry about that.
Copperhouse said it's just for knocking stuff around.
Yeah, you look at the old style.
Phil Clements is off. Good night, Phil.
Stonemason mallets and the old carver mallets, they've all got a slight taper on them. Right.
Rick said, who gets the Abadabadoo mallet, Nikki or someone else? That's for Steve to have it in here. Say bye to Phil.
See you, Phil. Thanks for coming over.
Steve, are you going to put lead shot in the head? Douglas asked.
I don't think I
Brian,
need to. It's a piece of oak.
Brian Watkins said definitely needs a bit of shaping to the handle, finger grips or similar. Brent said it needs to be functional, safe, not necessarily pretty. Mark said, do what you want, mate. You don't usually listen to us much anyway.
No, I don't. You're right.
Roy said you could make some grip lines on the handle. Copperhouse said 2 to 7 degree angle. And go the dulcet sound of me chopping carrots.
Yay, what everybody came for. So I'll give this a couple of coats of sand and sealer. That's enough now.
What? Me?
Right, so put the lid back on that. Get the Yorkshire grit out, give it a nice little
Ben
polish up.
said, I stand corrected. Steve is right, but I don't like being wrong, so I'm going to unsubscribe.
It's alright, Ben, we won't hold it against you. Not everybody can be right all the time.
Douglas Mungham said carrots. Barry's Wood Creation said, looks nice to me. Looks good to me, Steve. Have you consulted Nikki, lol?
She's the one who gave me the drawing for it. She said, yeah, make me miss. Right, so Yorkshire grit, turn
You
the
didn't
lathe
remember
down.
the 6p, Steve.
6p?
Says Roy.
Lost me. 6p?
Yeah, that's what he said. So if we got Terry up to... It's 500 yet. Oh, wait, here. Oh. Let's have a look. Oh, so...
I wish you'd get there. You keep blooming whinging about it.
What?
I wish you'd get there. You keep whinging about it.
Even I'm subscribed to him.
Just create a fake account just to get him up to 5.
It's funny because you... Oh, stupid machines. Hate him. Why is his page not coming up?
Don't know, is it multiple choice?
I know why. No, he's still got 499. Come on, someone's not got to be subscribed to him. Come on, someone needs to subscribe to him. Lawrence said I can use it to flatten the meat.
Yeah.
Ryan said Joe was singing just then. Roy said I did the carrot chopping today. I shared Terry's channel in the L. Benjamin said I shared Terry's channel in the LOTR Hobbit Facebook group. That'll get him loads of subscribers. And Joe said I was too. So that's when you need Joe on the chat so that she can sing it.
I've got her already recorded. I'm wondering if I should put some burn lines in that handle now. Just to break it. I'm wondering where I should put some burn lines in that handle now, just to break it up.
Oh, be a devil, go on. Can't cut all these carrots up because I need some for my recipe in the week, but I'm not sure what I've got to do with them. Should have looked when I went in, really. I'll do Chloe a dinner for tomorrow.
Right, so let's just buff that off.
Give it a buff.
Just get yourself with a knife.
Oh, not a good idea to pick it up with the blade, is it? Oh, no, I've got no blood. Accident prone or what?
Give you a sharp object.
Benjamin put, is LOTR and the Hobbit the same universe? Mark would know. William Kenny's on. Looks great, Steve. Be ashamed to bash something with it.
Just wonder if I should put some.
Roy said, will the polish make it slippery?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, Roy. That's what I'm thinking about. Just putting a couple of burn lines in there. Equal lines. Equal lines. So we have between there and there 135 mil. So that's about there's the middle. So I don't want many in there really. So what's that? 30. About there.
Oh, I have cut myself.
Jeez. Got some super glue.
No, it's not big. It's only a little tiny cut. I just see the blood. That was all.
So there.
Notice he comes in running to check that I'm okay and I'm not dying or anything.
You're fine. It's a little nick.
Not little.
Right, so we'll just burn that with my formica. Wherever I put it.
Do what?
Where did I put that? Oh,
What are you looking for?
My formica. It's here. Got it.
Woodworm Paul's on.
Hi Paul, how you doing?
Michael McCurry said pink carrots for dinner. No, it's only just a tiny. It does. Why does the smallest cut hurt the most? Can't even see where it is, but God, that hurts.
That'll look better. That's got a little bit of grip to it now. Stop your hands sliding up it when it's polished.
Colin said his Sorby Parton tool turned up yesterday.
Yay! Right, so let's wax it. Get that out of the way.
Wax on, wax on.
So I'm going to use wood wax 22 on this, I think. I can find a screwdriver that we've got. So
Douglas Mungan blood gravy with carrots. No, it's like they say, it's like a paper cut, but oh, right on my thumb.
Right, so Chestnut Products, Wood Wax 22 on this. Same principle as the Hampshire Sheen. Less is more. You don't need loads, you only need enough just to cover your piece.
Brian said, did you measure those?
Yeah, I did.
Eric Winkler said, I need a knee parting tool. I would rather have 1/8 than 1/16. New parting tool, yeah.
That's why I like the Sorby one. That's quite a thin parting tool, the Sorby one. Right, so we'll give that another coat on.
I wonder how long Gerard's got till he retires. He was doing a countdown, weren't he?
I think he had 14 weeks, was it?
No, well, that long was it?
Or was it not? Right, so we just give that another. Handle's got a coat on it. Actually, let's give the handle another coat as well. Right, let's buff that up. Get rid of that.
Blinking cold, boy.
It's not cold. What's the matter with you, woman?
Well, I've only got a t-shirt on, I suppose. I've got trousers on, but I mean...
Right.
I need that to put cabbage in. This is the one I don't like doing. The daughter wants red cabbage, but you have to, like, pickled red cabbage, whatever it's called. It goes everywhere. Oh, Ben said he has a year, 60 odd weeks or so. I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was less than that.
So I thought it was quite a while he had.
I know he's got a countdown calendar. I think that's on his webpage on Facebook. I mean,
Right, so let's part through there, part through there. Get rid of some of these tools out of the way first.
that was blinking hard, that was. Eric Winkler, I make spinning tops and use parting tool a lot. I only have 2.5 inches left on my present tool.
Oh, blimey. It's well used then, mate. Alright, let's get all them out of the way. So I'm using the Robert Sorby thin parting tool here. And then what we'll do is we'll
The challenge should be a mallet this month, says Eric. Have you done your hashtag?
No, it'll be the first week of November.
February.
First week of February.
Just giving everyone a chance to get back in the workshops and.
So we can just clean that up. Just make sure it's tight in the chuck first.
So, am I allowed to ask about Friday?
What Friday?
Or what's happening Friday?
It's the makers quiz.
Yeah, who are the teams? You allowed to say or not?
Well, as far as I know, I need to speak to Lewis, but I know Lewis is really busy at the moment, and he struggles with the time delay because obviously work commitments. But as far as I know, it's Wayne and Huey, and Joe and Brian. Right, just finish that quickly while we're here. So we'll see how they get on. What's that? 240. Yep. So let's just put a little bit of sand and sealer on there.
He said yes, bring it on.
Can't hear
Who he said yes, bring it on. Because I was mentioned on raw cabbage. Yeah, my hands got purple hands now.
Just put a little bit of wax on there off from the tissue that's left. Right. Let's get it parted off.
Oh, Jesus. Right, let's have a look.
Woo, when you didn't drop it.
Mark said he's got 2,400 new questions for the chat.
He might need all them on Friday.
Colin said, love Battle of the Makers. Who will be sober long?
Well, that is the question, Colin. Who will be sober? So I'll just get this orbital sander and just clean that top up quickly.
What time are we going to pop out? 3?
Yeah.
Quarter past 3. 3 we got to go, really, didn't we?
Right, so just quickly clean this up. Right. So just get a bit of sand and sealer on that. You just see the glue line down there. So just a little bit of wax. Don't know why I put it away for, really. So just get a bit of cloth and buff it up. And I think so. Just give that a nice little buff on the top there. You just see the ring on there where I've cut through with the parting tool. Because obviously we've taken the grain, we've just tore the grain out rather than cutting it on the edge like we have on the edge here. So I might just give that another sand and finish it off a little bit better. Can't hear you.
Brian said, I like that little sander. I might need to have one of those.
Good little sander.
And William Kenny said, I was just thinking the same. So what is it? Tell him.
It's an orbital sander.
Make
Make, I don't know what the make is. It's a cheap one off of eBay, I would imagine. But I don't know what the CFM usage on it. You need quite a. I don't know if that tells you on there.
Ben said you'll need a pretty big compressor.
Yeah, I think you need something like a 9 CFM compressor. But if you're only doing small pieces like that, then I can't see the problem. So, right, there's my maker's mallet, or should we say the Yabba Dabba Doo thumping mallet. You can just see the glue line down there, through there. Look. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. Can you see the glue line down there? Can't see both cameras. So you can see the glue line down there, just down there where the grain is. So hopefully.
Colin said, let's hope it don't split the first time you use it.
That won't split, Colin. That will not split. Guarantee it. I've used Titebond glue for years now, and I've never ever had anything split open on me. Like I said, if you wet the wood first, so the grain opens, then what happens is as the wood dries, it draws the glue into the grain to give you a stronger bond. That's going to need sanding a bit better to, because I only just sanded up to 120, but I'll sand that after the live, finish it off a bit better, and then she's ready for bashing. Should be fine. And like I say, because it's going that way, it won't split there. That'll be strong as an ox. That's right. So just 6.5 kilos of sawdust to clear up now. All right, so that's
Douglas Mangum said very good.
Thank you.
And Benjamin said if the joint is done well, the glue is stronger than the wood.
Yeah, that won't split open. Like I say, I learned years ago if you wet your wood first, the glue will that'll be dragged into the grain to give you a stronger bond. So rather than the glue just sitting on the surface, it's actually being sucked into the grain. So that'll work fine.
Door 60 said nice one, Steve. Ruby Claire, nice little mallet, Steve.
Thank you very much.
Da, 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 da,
What are you doing?
Chris Dodd said very nice wicker, Steve.
Wicker.
Roy said he's having a go at a live edge bowl.
Oh, well done.
Oh, Chris Dodd said whacker.
Oh, all right.
Woodridge said, lol, it's for a Robin Hood reenactment. Actor friend, not sure if it will be used. All right, he's talking to Huey, don't worry. Doug Miller said, great mallet, Steve. You can read him there anyway. So.
Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies. Very much appreciated, as always. Makers t-shirts still on sale. I've done a hashtag on Facebook. Anybody who's had their Makers t-shirts, take a picture of it and attach it to hashtag Maker logo t-shirt. I put a thing on Facebook earlier, so let's see how many people we can get to show off their Makers t-shirt.
So just again, a big well done to everyone who donated, and a big thank you for the Salvation Army. Steve's closed the page. Then what happens?
Nothing, as far as I know.
So when do they get the money?
Well, I don't know. I've emailed Salvation Army and told them what we achieved, what we did, what we raised, and I've asked someone to contact me so we can have a little bit of an update, so I can share with you guys. I'd like to have a word with somebody and know roughly how the funds are going to be used, so I could update you folks. So like I say, I've emailed Salvation Army and asking them, could they get someone to contact me to let me know how the funds are going to be used. And then my plan was in a few weeks' time, obviously when I know, I'll tell you guys, just so everybody knows what's been going on and that hopefully it's worked.
So where did when did you send that email?
Tuesday night.
Right, okay.
Tuesday evening.
Ben said nice t-shirt to get it from the charity shop.
Muppet.
Huey said nice shirt, Steve. I got one like that. Lol, cool mallet, mate. Brian said nice little project, Steve. Charlie looks great. Lawrence, well done, Stephen. Thanks, Nikki, for the supervision. Pete said too late. He gave his shirt away. So. Right.
thank you very much. I think that's it.
Thanks,
Thank you very
everybody.
much. Bit of a short project today. Well, not quick projects.
Short? Jesus, half two, mate.
But something different. Something different. I'm fed up of doing bowls, so something a bit different. So I'll be doing a bowl on Friday. No, I'm joking. I don't know what I'm doing Friday yet. Oh no, it's the Makers Quiz, so I won't be doing anything on Friday.
No.
Even better. So that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for coming over and joining us. Like I said, Terry's on lunchtime tomorrow. Link was in earlier. Mark's on tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for those guys. Both good turners. You need to go and check their channel. Well, obviously you all do check their channels out. But if you're new in the chat, then go over and check everybody in the chat, because there's a lot of good turners in the chat.
Barry's Wood Creation said, "Great job, Steve. Looks amazing. Thanks for the shout out this week. Only 13 subs away from 250 now."
Oh, you're welcome, Barry. That's whatever you call it, thing, Femisphere or whatever you did was quite cool, actually.
Colin said, "Brilliant live, mate." Mark said, "Nice one, big man."
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very much supported, and I really do appreciate all your support. I don't know if you're aware that myself and Mark at the moment have some prototype.
Right, I'm going to go. I need to go get on. Right, take care, everyone, and stay safe. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
I don't know if you're aware, but myself and Mark have some prototype web pages in operation. Pete from Twisted Trees has designed, or he's done done myself and Mark some websites that we're testing out. I don't know if Mark, if you're in the chat, can you put the link in for your website? Go over and check them out. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Pros and cons. It's always nice to have a bit of feedback to let us know what's going on, and we're going to improve them. On my web page, I'm going to be putting my upcoming lives, my weekly video, and also obviously the channel link on it. There's a few other things on there, some pictures of stuff I've done. The Chuck Buddies are on there. There's some information how to get in contact with me. So the websites are all they're up and coming. They're just a prototype for other sites to come in the near future. So we rely on you guys for your support to tell us what's going on and to share those out to get obviously more people aware. And then obviously the more people who see the site, the more information we'll get back to improve them or do whatever. So thank you very much for that. Battle of the Makers Friday night, same time, 7:15. No, 7:45 even. That'd be better. 7:45 you might be a little bit early. There'll be myself, Mark, Joe Senior, Brian Hart Woodturning, Wayne Woodturner, and Huey Lionheart. We'll all be there as the group as we are before. We're looking forward to bringing the new series into you guys, and we will see who takes the crown for 2022. I hope you guys still enjoy the Battle of the Makers. While you guys enjoy it, we'll carry it on. I personally enjoy it because it's a good crack, and I really do like doing it. So there you go. There's Mark's what do you call it, website. So go over and check out Mark's website, and obviously give us some feedback, because we want to try and make it the best website as we can for you guys to interact with. So with that, I think it's about Rexby just got Chuck Buddies. They are awesome. Oh, thank you, Rex. Thank you very much for that. So what else I was going to say? I was going to say something else as well. I can't remember what it was. No, it's getting old. See, I'm 50 this year. Brain's going, body's going. I'm for the knacking yard, really. So yeah, I think that's about it, really. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for coming and joining us. As always, the support is absolutely overwhelming, and I really do appreciate it. I'll have a new video out Wednesday night. It's actually a resin trial video. I've done some trials for a company with some pigments they sent me, so it's come and have a look at that, and we'll see what happens from there on. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Take care, have a great weekend, speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good night, or afternoon. Good afternoon. See you later, folks.
That's all, folks.